Hey everybody, I'm Dave with Growing the Home Garden. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a plant that can be a very good one to have in your garden, whether you're a plant propagator or just a gardener who just wants to grow nice, healthy plants. Willows are a great plant to have around. There's lots of different types of willows. There's tree willows, there's shrub willows. And what I'm going to show you today, this is one in particular. This is a Japanese dappled willow. And the Japanese dappled willow, they've got some beautiful foliage in the springtime that comes out a little bit of a pink and white. And in the summertime, it looks just much more like a dark green leaf. Now, what's great about these is they grow about 8 to 10 feet tall. So it's not going to get gigantic, but it does make a pretty nice hedgerow. Now, I'm not specifically talking about this particular plant for this video. What I want to talk to you about is what these willows can actually bring to your garden as a benefit. Now, willows produce what you call auxins. Auxins are a natural rooting hormone that goes inside of these plants at these little node spots here, and that triggers growing. Now, we use a synthetic type of rooting hormone to get a lot of our plants rooted, but willows have a very high concentration on it naturally. So much so that they need no help to really get them rooted. You can take a nice willow cutting, strip off some bottom pieces of it just like that, and stick it in a pot of dirt, and as long as it stays wet, that thing is probably going to root. Because of those auxins, you can take the cuttings off of this, chop them into 2-inch pieces, soak them into a bucket of water, and then in that bucket of water you can take that water out and water plants with it. You can water things that you have taken cuttings from, and that will help those cuttings to root better. It is a natural way to get rooting hormone onto those plants. The other thing you can do is you can add extra stuff to that bucket of water. Say you put in some clover or comfrey and you let that steep for say 24 to 48 hours, dilute it just a little bit, maybe a 10% solution, and then you can start watering your plants with it. When I do that, my tomato stems look amazing. They get nice and big and thick, and they produce delicious tomatoes that way. But you can use that on pretty much any plant that you have around in the garden. It's just making a bit of a weed tea or some sort of a garden tea. I don't know what you want to call it, but it does help to get some of those natural nutrients as well as the auxins to help your other plants grow. Now, if we do want to make more of these, and I do because I took these cuttings this morning and I'm intending to grow a few of these around the property, so I have something I can take to make more of the garden tea, so to speak. And all you need to do is get about 8 to 10 inches of a stem, strip off most of the lower leaves so it doesn't have anything that it's really going to have to be concerned about maintaining, and then slide it into a jar of water. Okay, and it's really, really easy. Now, if you are just wanting to use this as a rooting hormone aid for your propagation experiments, then just use the willow. Don't use the extra leaves and stuff. The extra leaves are going to be good if you're wanting to spur some growth with leaves or branches, but not so much if you just want roots. You want to concentrate on just creating the roots with the natural auxins from the willow. So we'll leave this probably 24 or 48 hours before doing anything else with it, and then we could start watering some plants. So the way I see it with willows, we have two opportunities. We have the one where you are creating plants to maybe propagate and grow for other people. So either you're selling them or maybe you're just giving them away to friends and family. Or number two, you have a resource that you can use in the garden to help your other plants grow. And it's a great resource. It grows freely and it's going to replenish itself over and over and over again every time you prune it. So these cuttings came from a plant at my mom's house, which I propagated many, many years ago from a plant at my in-laws' house. So these have been around for a while. That plant has done amazing, and in fact the plant that we took the cuttings from is no longer actually even there. And the plants that we had at our house, they faded because of a walnut issue. Walnuts create a chemical down in the root system that is a kind of a growing suppressant for other plants called juglones. and it prevented them from really doing well, and they ended up all dying eventually. Combination of that and a little too much shade in that location. But willows really love a full sun location, so we've got plenty of spots that we can stick these in and get them growing here on the new property so they can benefit us and our garden this year. So if you found this interesting or helpful, hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time on Growing the Home Garden. Thanks for watching.